What if you could transport yourself to a world you've never imagined before? A world outside of time, a world suspended far from the noisy worlds, a world where everything is different from what you imagine, a world that inspires dreams with amazing stories, a world between heaven and earth, a world with a way of life where the harmony of the Tivarans' lives will be confronted with choices and challenges. This is the story I am going to tell you.
The Cloud People, Guardians of Tivara. A mythical adventure of courage, wisdom, and the sky's secrets. Chapter 1. The Hidden Village. High above the world, where the air is thin and the wind whispers secrets, lies the floating village of Tivara. Suspended between towering trees and wrapped in perpetual mist, it is home to the Tivarans, a people as elusive as the clouds they call home. No one knows where they came from, but their legends speak of ancestors who chose the sky over the earth, weaving their lives into the branches of ancient trees. The Tivarans do not build houses like other people. Instead, they weave platforms of living vines and woven reeds suspended between the colossal trees of Tivara. Their homes sway gently in the wind, like cradles rocking in the arms of the forest. They call these homes sky nests, and each one is unique, adorned with patterns that tell the story of its inhabitants. Among them is Kailani, a young Tivaran with a spirit as wild as the wind. Unlike others, she dreams of the world below, of rivers that flow downward, and people who live in houses of stone. But the elders warn her, the ground is not for us. We are the children of the wind. Chapter 2. The Gardens of the Sky. The Tivarans do not farm the earth, they farm the sky. Their gardens are woven baskets hanging from the branches, filled with light soil and rare plants that thrive without ever touching the ground. There are sweet vines that curl around the baskets, moonflowers that bloom only at night, and luminous berries that glow like fireflies in the dark. Kailani's favorite is the cloud's breath, a plant whose leaves release a fragrant mist when chewed. It makes her feel as if she's floating, and she often shares it with her best friend, Tama, a mischievous boy who loves to climb higher than anyone else. But the Tivarans' most precious secret is the whispering eagles, giant white birds that nest in the highest branches. They carry messages between villages and understand the Tivarans' language, answering in melodious cries. Kailani has always wanted to ride one, but the elders say only the bravest are allowed. Chapter 3. The Threat from Below. One evening, as Kailani and Tama sit on a branch watching the sunset, they hear a noise below, a sound that doesn't belong in Tivara. Crunching leaves, heavy footsteps. They peek through the leaves and see men in dark cloaks climbing the trees with ropes and nets. The mist hunters, as the Tivarans call them, have returned. These men from the valleys below covet the Tivarans' treasures, the luminous berries, the feathers of the whispering eagles, and the cloud's breath, which they sell for gold in distant kingdoms. Kailani's heart races. The last time the mist hunters came, they stole a fog monkey, a small gray creature that helps the children pick fruit. The Tivarans had to use their lantern butterflies, giant insects with glowing wings, to blind the thieves and drive them away. But this time, the hunters seem determined. Chapter 4. The Stolen Eagle. That night, the unthinkable happens. The mist hunters capture Arya, the oldest and wisest of the whispering eagles. The Tivarans are devastated. Without Arya, their messages can't travel between villages, and the balance of their world is threatened. The elders gather in the Great Nest, the largest platform in Tivara, where decisions are made. Kailani listens as they argue. "We must fight," says one. "No, we hide. We always hide," says another. But Kailani has an idea. "What if we don't fight and we don't hide?" she whispers. Tama grins. "What do you mean?" "What if we trick them?" Chapter 5. The Plan. Kailani and Tama snuck out that night. Using the lantern butterflies, they created a trail of light leading away from Tivara, deep into the misty forest where the mist hunters will get lost. Then, they climb down to the hunters' camp, where Arya is kept in a cage. The camp is guarded, but Kailani has a plan. She takes a cloud's breath leaf and chews it, feeling the mist rise around her. The guards cough and rub their eyes, disoriented by the sudden fog. Tama distracts them by throwing luminous berries into the trees, making it seem like the forest itself is alive. Meanwhile, Kailani frees Arya. The great eagle spreads her wings and lets out a piercing cry, the signal for the Tivarans to release the lantern butterflies.
In seconds, the camp is swarmed with glowing wings. The mist hunters, blinded and confused, flee into the forest where the mist swallows them whole. Chapter 6. The Lesson of the Wind. With Arya safe, the Tivarans celebrate, but Kaylani is troubled. Why do they keep coming back? She asks the elders. The oldest of them, a woman named Mira, smiles. Because they do not understand what we have. They see only what they can take. But what if we showed them? Kaylani asked. Mira's eyes twinkle. You wish to teach the ground dwellers the ways of the sky? Kaylani nods. Mira sighs. It is dangerous, but perhaps it is time. Chapter 7. The Journey Down. The next morning, Kaylani and Tama descend from Tivara for the first time. The world below is strange and overwhelming. Rivers that flow downward, animals that don't fly, and people who stare at them in awe. A young girl from the valley, Lena, approaches them. You live in the clouds, she asks, eyes wide. Kaylani smiles. Yes, and we want to show you how. For the next few days, Kaylani and Tama teach Lena and her people about the sky nests, the cloud's breath, and the whispering eagles. They show them how to weave baskets that float in the wind, and how to listen to the messages the wind carries. But not everyone is happy. The mist hunters, still lurking, see Kaylani's kindness as weakness. They plot to capture her and force her to reveal the secrets of Tivara. Chapter 8. The Trap. One evening, as Kaylani and Lena walk by the river, the mist hunters strike. They surround the girls, their nets ready. You will tell us how to reach your village, their leader snarls. Kaylani stands tall. I will not. The leader laughs. Then you will never see your home again. But before he can act, a shadow drops from the trees. It's Tama, riding Arya, the whispering eagle. With a mighty cry, Arya dives at the hunters, her wings beating them back. Kaylani and Lena escape, climbing onto Arya's back as she soars into the sky. Chapter 9. The Choice. Back in Tivara, the elders are furious. You risked everything, Mira scolds. But now they understand, Kaylani says. Lena's people will protect us. They know the truth now. Mira looks at her thoughtfully. And what is that truth? That some things are too precious to take. They must be given. The elders exchange glances. Slowly, Mira nods. Perhaps you are right. Chapter 10. The New Beginning. From that day on, the Tivarans and the valley people become allies. The mist hunters, now unnumbered, retreat for good. Lena visits Tivara often, learning the ways of the sky, while Kaylani and Tama show her people how to live in harmony with the wind. And though the Tivarans still keep their greatest secret, the cloud walk, the ability to step on the mist itself, they share enough to remind the world that magic exists in the unseen. Kaylani stands on the edge of a sky nest one evening, watching the sunset paint the clouds in gold and pink. Tama joins her, grinning. Do you think they'll ever learn to walk on the wind? She laughs. Maybe, but some things are better left to mystery. And with that, she steps onto a cloud, her feet leaving no trace, and disappears into the sky. Epilogue. The Invisible People. To this day, travelers in the mountains sometimes catch glimpses of Tivara, a flash of light between the trees, the sound of laughter on the wind, or a shadow moving where there should be none. But when they look up, all they see are clouds. And that, the Tivarans say, is exactly how it should be.